Welcome into episode 5 of my Fremennik only Ironman series. In the previous episode we hit a couple of major milestones, one being level 35 agility, which opened up the Horror from the Deep quest. Along with that, to kill the Dagonoth Mother, we did get our fletching up to level 54 for the mithril crossbow and 33 smithing to make steel bolts. With all of that, we were able to kill the Dagonoth Mother on our second attempt, just because the first attempt took about 40 minutes and I did not bring a melee switch, but luckily on the second attempt I brought the rune longsword and was able to kill the Dagonoth Mother. And the reason we did that quest was to get our magic level up to level 20. So that's going to allow me to use Wind Bolt right out of the gate, and Skeleton Fremenniks do drop Chaos Runes and Air Runes, which is going to be a major focal point coming up in this episode. So let's go ahead and hop into episode number 5. First level of the episode, level 33 prayer. We're only 4 levels away from 37 to get the first overhead, and then we'll quickly be able to knock out 40 and 43. And there we have a granite shield drop. That is very nice to see. I believe you can sell in the shop for about 33k, so that is going to get me very close to picking up that berserker helm. And here we have level 50 hit points, so we're basically halfway to 99 now. To cap off a very successful trip of ice trolls, we pick up the rune kite shield, so that along with our granite shield will be enough coins most likely to get the berserker helm, which is going to be very helpful at skeleton Fremenniks. So I decided that I'll take a small loss on the granite shield and the rune kite shield. It's about 5k for each one that I can high out, but I'm nowhere near that level, and I want to get a berserker helm first before I go to skeleton Fremenniks. So I'll sell these two here, and then I can sell the Warhammer in the shop right over here and buy a berserker helm. This should sell for about 29k, so that's 84k, and then we will go ahead and grab the berserker helm. So again, there goes the cash stack. We have about 2k in the bank, so 8k total, but we do have another helm to add to the collection. 2 more helmets to go. Before going ahead and doing our skeleton Fremennik grind, I am going to continue and try and finish Olaf's quest with the increased agility level. Hopefully I'll be able to pass this bridge part, but this attempt still failed, so we'll keep trying. If you weren't aware, in the last episode I did open up a clan chat, so if you just joined Solo Femry, you can go ahead and join our community. So far it seems like it's pretty active. I see a lot of questing together and barrows runs. Unfortunately I can't do any of that. But in this part right here, Cessny over here is giving me a little bit of emotional support, but it looks like it's still not working. So after about 10 tries, I finally made it across this bridge here in Olaf's quest. I had a couple people from the clan chat here and another one, Corpse Run, doing the quest as well. So I think all that's left is killing the final boss, and then I'll finish the quest. And there we go, there is the final boss killed. Go ahead, and I think if I open this chest, the quest is now complete. Of course I need one more inventory slot to open up. And open the chest. And there we go. 20k GP, which is huge right now. 4 rubies, I can sell those or save those for maybe Rings of Forging. And then 12k defense, so that should bring me up a couple levels. Or just one level. Level 46. And I should be only 1500 experience from 47. So there we go. That long and tedious quest is completed. It only took maybe 15 or 16 tries. As mentioned previously, I'm going to be killing skeleton Fremenniks for their rune drops. They most notably drop air and chaos runes, as well as law runes, cosmics, and water runes. The air and chaos runes are supposedly dropped pretty commonly. Air is common and the chaos is uncommon based on the wiki, so I'll be testing that out. I'll go ahead and kill 1000, see how many runes I get, and then I'll use those on some rock crabs and see just how much magic experience I can get after a 1k skeleton Fremennik kill. So let's go ahead and get started. The first level of many from this grind, level 47 strength. I think I'm just going to evenly train them all just up until 50, and then maybe just prioritize attack and strength after that. There we have level 48 strength, 51 hit points. Alright, so this inventory of runes is 250 kills in. I think the most surprising thing is I've only gotten 3 air rune drops. The wiki says it's a common drop, so hopefully I'm just being unlucky right now and the wiki wasn't wrong, and it's more like an uncommon or a rare drop. But overall, chaos runes are looking good. I've gotten 8 drops there. 35 prayer. Alright, so that is 500 skeleton Fremeniks killed so far. Since the 250 mark, I did pick up 5 more drops of air runes to bring it up to 480. And then I have plenty of chaos runes. They keep coming in pretty commonly, so that's good to see. And then the cosmics, waters, and law runes are just an added bonus as well. Level 50 strength. Just past the 750 KC mark here at Skeleton Fremenniks, so the runes are looking a little bit better. Air runes are coming in more commonly than they were in the first part of this grind. Only 250 to go until we hit the 1k mark, and then we'll assess how much runes we're going to be picking up every 1k kills. Shout out to Stremmy as well for hanging out here in the cave. There's not much for him to do down here, but I guess he has bread dough and flour. And there we have level 50 attack. So now we just have defense to go for the base 50 stats. So let's go ahead and train that. That'll probably be the last level before I finish up the 1k. And that'll be a good stopping point. With this last bone, that is level 36 prayer. Along with that, we also picked up 750 total level. Alright, that's going to do it for 1k Skeleton Fremennik kills. Just to round off what we got for the runes, we got 261 chaos runes. That comes out to 29 separate drops at a rate of about 1 in 34, so it's a pretty common drop. For the for the air runes, it is 20 drops I got at 60 each drop. So that's more of a 1 in 50, a little bit more uncommon. Along with the waters is about 1 in about 48 or so pretty uncommon. The cosmic runes were actually pretty surprising. I think the wiki had it as an uncommon drop, but I only got 5 in total. So it has to be a rare drop or I got really unlucky. And then I got 17 law rune drops as well, at 2 per piece. So that's pretty uncommon as well. So I think the wiki was all wrong. They said that the air runes were common, which I think they're uncommon. And they said the chaos was uncommon, but I think they're the most common rune you can get. And then along with that, I also got 38 mithril bars, so that's going to be great for mithril bolts later on. And another surprising thing is 36k coins. That's very helpful. I'm already halfway to my next helmet, which is going to be the Farseer helm. And just to take a look at my stats, I think I started at like base 46s with 48 or 49 hit points, so I improved that tremendously, got past the 750 total level, 2 prayer levels I got from that, so 1 more until we get protect from magic. And all in all, I'm going to go and just test out these runes and see how much experience I get, but my first idea is that it's going to be quite the grind to get all the way up to level 65 magic with this method alone. In between every trip back to the bank for food, I decided to hop on the bike for the full 100 run energy for the 269 experience, so there we go, passively picked up level 36 agility. I ended up going back to the ice trails for a little bit to get just a few more GP so I can afford the Farseer helm, which is going to be my best in slot mage helmet for quite some time, so I will be using this to train my magic up. So I grabbed all of my chaos runes and air runes and earth runes out of the bank. So most of the chaos runes came from maze randoms, but we do have about 260 from the skeleton Fremenniks. We have plenty of air runes. It is 2 per cast. And then when I hit the appropriate level, which is level 29, I can use earth runes because I can get an abundance of those from trolls. So I'm not too worried about burning through those. And it still only uses 2 air runes. So let's see how far I can get. I'm just going to stick to the regular rock crabs for now. I know that the giant rock crabs in the water birth dungeon have -10 magic defense as opposed to 0 for the rock crabs, but I'm not too worried about that. I don't really want to run in there with hardly any prayer or anything like that. So I'll stick here and see how it goes. First level of many, hopefully, level 21, level 22, and there we have 25. And there we have level 29 magic, so I can now use Earth Bolt, and then I also picked up a Genie Lamp, so we'll throw that on to Slayer. 20 experience, we now have 64 to go until level 3. There we have level 32 magic. And there we have level 33 magic. I have 65 chaos runes left, so I don't think that's enough to get any more levels, but luckily I think I have another training method here now that I unlocked level 33 for Telegrab. Let me run to the bank and I'll see if this method works. Okay, so at level 33 magic, you can use Telekinetic Grab And right up by the rock crabs is 2 nature rune spawns that have 2 in each. So by doing Telekinetic grab, you get 43 experience for the Telekinetic grab, and then you also get 2 nature runes, which will then be turned into magic experience as well. Just say if I had level 55 magic and I did high alchemy, that's going to give me 65 experience per nature rune. So in total of just using the 1 law rune, I can get up to 173 magic experience per rune. Unfortunately, at level 55 is where I can get that XP rate. I have to start with low alchemy, or I can even use bones to bananas to get some experience. But the fire runes are also going to be trouble as well. Hobgoblins are one of the only monsters that will drop that in this region, and they drop them in increments of 7. And it's not very common, so I know it's going to take a while, but if I do have trouble getting fire runes, I can always use bones to peaches or snares. Unfortunately, snares and vines and things like that, they do take multiple nature runes, so it won't be as efficient, but I can easily just hop worlds and get as many nature runes as possible. I'm going to have to do this until level 40, and then I need to start kind of saving my law runes as well, just so I can telly the house so I can get my construction up to level 30 and move my house to Relica. And then once that is done, I can go back to using all the law runes for magic experience using Telekinetic grab and getting the nature runes. So not going to be too hard to hop around. I only have 122 law runes left, so that'll turn into 244 nature runes. Pretty good start. First magic level coming in here using Telegrab, and that's going to be level 34. Next level coming in here, level 35 magic. That's going to do it for my law runes. I have about 27, so it won't give me another level, but I did pick up 194 nature runes, so that's going to be quite a lot of experience. Now I think I'm going to move on to Hobgoblins for a bit, try and get some fire runes so I can use that for low alch, and then also once I hit level 43 I can use superheat item, and then obviously at 55 high alch. So I've killed about 75 Hobgoblins so far, and I picked up 2 fire rune drops of 7 each. I banked the other 7, so this is nowhere near as efficient as I'd like it to be. So I may end up having to do bones to bananas with the nature runes I get to maximize as much experience as possible without using fire runes, just because bones to bananas uses only 1 nature rune, and things such as bind and snare they use 2 and 3 respectively, so that's not going to be the best idea. But I will go ahead and see how far I can get using bones to bananas, and hopefully we can close in on level 40 to teleport to house. Back on the crafting grind, there is level 26 crafting and 28. These last 3 clips have been just a wide variety of different crafting methods, but there is level 30 crafting. And here comes a big milestone on the account. With this bone, I now get level 37 prayer, so I can now use protect from magic. 6 more levels until I hit protect from melee. I want to give a quick shout out to Mythic Mike and SRR for gifting me bonds in this episode. Again, it's not expected, but it is very much appreciated, so thank you very much, guys. So at this point in the video, I kind of want to go through a small checklist of things that I want to accomplish before I go to the DKs, just so we're kind of on the same page and you kind of understand where I'm headed on my account. Step 1 will be completing Lunar Diplomacy. This is easily the longest grind left on the account before reaching DKs. As illustrated earlier, after 1k skeleton Fremennik kills, I did not get a lot of runes, so I'm estimating that the grind here is going to take weeks, if not even go into like a month or 2 before I can even get close to 65 magic. Along with that, I would also need level 60 mining, not too hard, I can do that on iron, and then 61 crafting and 49 fire making. Everything seems pretty easy except for magic, which I think will take quite some time. After completing Lunar Diplomacy, the next goal would be building an altar in my player-owned house. So at level 45 construction, I can do that with oak planks. Unfortunately, I do need to complete Lunar Diplomacy to get to these planks, because I can either use Plank Make spell at level 86 off the Lunar Spellbook, or I can also use it from Hunter, and I can get a Hunter kit from the Lunar Spellbook as well. Unfortunately, that's locked behind Dream Mentor, so that'd be another quest I would need to do, but that altar in my house will be paramount in getting to DKs and being able to recharge my prayer. The rest of the grind will be a lot of passive skills overall, so 38 herb lore or 37 with a boost for prayer potions, 61 fletching so I can make emerald bolts for my crossbow, and then 61 is also used for the Addy crossbow. 53 smithing, that will make me mithril bolts, and 80 cooking will allow me to cook the sharks that I've been catching lately. And then just overall base 70 combats at least, with 43 prayer, which is a given. I can't really go in there with anything lower than that. I'd love to have a high range level as well. Now, the most important goals off this list are the top two. So completing lunar diplomacy opens up so much content to me in the region, such as hunting, getting my construction up, and then it also has NPC contacts, so I can reach out to a Slayer Master, maybe get lucky with 1 or 2 Slayer tasks in my region so I can get some easy levels that I don't need a lamp for. And then building an altar in my house, there's really no way around that one. I need to be able to recharge my prayer, and if I have to use prayer potions for that, that's going to be a big waste. And 38 herb lore is a long way away as well, because I can't really make too many potions except for strength potions, and I can also make anti-poisons as well. Something that I've been floating around in my clan chat, and a lot of people have been suggesting in the past, has been to open up Barbarian Assault on my account. Because it is almost in the Fremennik region, they do address you by your Fremennik name, so it's kind of going along with the role-playing aspect of the account if I do want to stay in that lane. And so many other Fremennik Ironmen have reached out to me saying that it's going to be almost impossible to get through this account without that being opened up. The reason why Barbarian Assault would be so important is because of some of their gamble rewards, such as runes and a lava battle staff on the low gamble. It's a 1 in 32 chance, so it would be realistic for me to get that. It would significantly increase my time for the magic grind, and in tune it would make my total grind for lunar diplomacy that much easier as well. Again, I really just don't want to spend too long of a grind on it. I do want to play this account for fun. I know, I started the account, I should expect the grind, but I do want to get to DKs at some point this year, so I don't really want to keep killing skeleton Fremenniks over and over. But I will leave that straw poll in the comments as well, and then I'll kind of just gauge it from there. But most likely I think I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I just kind of want to see what the general reaction is. Alright, and with all that said, that's going to do it for episode 5. In this episode, we completed Olaf's quest. It only took a couple tries to get past that bridge portion. After that, we went and killed 1,000 skeleton Fremenniks for their chaos and air runes. Turns out, they do not drop them as frequently as I would like, so the magic experience will really drag on when we get into the 50s and the low 60s for that. Go ahead and vote on that straw poll in the comments if you'd like. And then if you do have any feedback or have any other suggestions, feel free to leave that in the comments. I'll read that over. I do think the gamble system in Barbarian Assault would add just a little bit more flair to the account, a little bit of excitement on what I'm going to get, possibly even get a pet. I can get the torso, things like that. So with all that said, thanks for watching episode 5. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed, I would very much appreciate that as well.